Hello, friends. Welcome back to Bookku. Today we will talk about a book called The 4-Hour Workweek, written by Tim Ferriss, who was an American writer, educational activist, and an entrepreneur. For more than 4 years, this book has been in the bestsellers list of New York Times. The ideas given here occurred to Tim when he used to work for 14 hours a day. Having been fed up by a lot of work and lack of free time, he went on a 3-week trip to Europe for taking a rest. His escape from a workaholic life and the personal trip became the base of this book. This book tells us about those lifestyle options that can give us freedom of money and time by creating an extra income apart from salary, and by saving yourself from unproductive tasks. You can also live a life like riches. This book is for those who are interested in creating a work-life balance and working for themselves. This 4-hour work week is about escaping the trap of 9 to 5, which gives you the freedom to work from anywhere and succeed. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, then before you are lost in the video, immediately subscribe the channel, and also like the video immediately. Our channel is one of the best summary channels on YouTube. Our video can sometimes be a little longer, because we never compromise on the content of the video and book. Therefore, it's necessary to watch the video till end. This book is divided in 4 different steps: definition, elimination, automation, and the final step is liberation. So let's understand it in detail. Step 1, definition. Before we know what we want to know for our freedom of time and money, author has explained about these 4 steps in detail, which he calls deal. D for definition. It's most important to know what you are going to do and understand its rules. E for elimination. Then you have to reset everything and remove useless things. For automation. Then it's time to automate whatever is possible. Means automatic tasks. It can include outsourcing, means getting things done from others. L for liberation. Finally, the freedom of doing what you want. Money actually depends on how many W's you control. What you do, when you do, where you do it, and with whom you do it, means what you do. When you do, where you do it, with whom you do it. Reality is that you have options, and this is your power. If you follow these simple steps, then you will see what you can achieve with minimum money and efforts. And Tim believes the hard work we do today, we can earn more money with less efforts than that. The rules. Tim has given 10 rules here. Retirement is the worst insurance. Planning for retirement should not be part of your planning. The idea is that your work should be so interesting that you can work without retiring. Interest and energy are a cyclic process. The best way to maintaining your lifestyle is to take rest from your work at alternative time. Plan small retirements in life. When you work, work with full potential. Then when you take a break, give yourself necessary rest. Less does not mean lazy. People believe that working less means being lazy. Our society believes that working hard and working late is better. It's not true. You can succeed by working less. There is no right time. You will never feel the right time to do any important thing, be it quitting the job, having kinds, or changing house. You can't put these things aside for the right time, because the right time may never come. Ask for forgiveness, not permission. You must learn from your mistakes to move forward. Don't give any such chance to others that they deny to give you a chance. Do the task first. If it's not done properly, apologize. Emphasize on strengths, don't fix weaknesses. Strength is more powerful, and it affects your life more than weakness. Don't try to correct your every small weakness. Increase your strengths. Correcting a weakness can only bring mediocrity, while improving strengths can bring greatness. Anything more than a limit can have opposite effects. Like anything too good, remember it can become a burden eventually. Just having money is not the solution. Too much money can become a problem. Money is not always the answer for everything. Relative income is more important than absolute income. Relative income uses 2 things, money and time. Distress is a bad thing. Distress makes you just weak and less confident. Whoever criticizes you or curses you is the reason for your distress. Search for people who are positive role model, who will push you and help you move forward. Fear. Many people avoid the concept of fear. They behave like nothing has happened. They deny the fear and stay positive. Author shares an example of a person who is not happy and still is afraid of quitting the job. Such people deny their unhappiness and hope that over time their work will improve or income will increase. Fear comes in many ways, and often we don't utter this word even. Fear itself is frightening. For eliminating fear and moving yourself forward, Tim asks to take some steps. Face your nightmare of your bad situation. Tell how it actually is. Know what can be the worst. Identify what you can do to fox the worst situation. Whatever you are thinking of doing, what can be temporary and permanent benefits of it? Ask yourself that if you are sacked from job today itself, then how will you manage your expenses? Understand things that you are avoiding out of fear. Is avoiding these things benefiting you? Be it financial, emotional, or physical. What are you waiting for? Reset and eliminate. Author has used a concept apart from goal setting, dreamlining. It's actually what it sounds like. Consider all your dreams and fulfill them. Dreamlining is different than goal setting in 3 ways. Goals just shift from wants to defined steps. To be effective, goals have to be unrealistic. It focuses on those tasks that will fill the vacuum created by removing the work. To live like a millionaire, you need to do interesting things, not just necessary things. Tim's guide to creating a dreamline. What would you do if there was no way you could fail? If you were 10 times stronger than the entire world, keep 2 different timelines. One short term of around 6 months, and one long term of around 12 months. With these timelines, you have to add 5 things that you dream about. Think that if you have 100 crore rupees, how will it affect your dream? And what will excite you to wake up the next morning? Being entail doing? Convert being into doing. Identify a task that lets you know that you have achieved it. Which are those 4 dreams that will change everything? Identify 4 necessary dreams and think how they can change your life. Find out the worth of these dreams, and for both timelines, calculate your target monthly income. Now think of your income, expenses, and monthly cash flow. To fulfill your dreams, calculate required target monthly income. Now divide your monthly income by 30. Your target daily income will be reached. For your all 4 dreams, make 3 steps to take in 6 months, and take the first step now. Start working on dreams now by breaking them down. You need to take this first step to fulfill your dreams. Next steps are going to be even more exciting. Please watch the video till the end and like and share. Step 2, elimination. Effectiveness and efficiency. There is a difference between being effective and efficient. Being effective means working in such a way that helps you to achieve your goals. And being efficient means doing any works productively. The problem is being effective is a common thing, but it's important to understand that. Doing anything nice that is not important doesn't make it important. Similarly, spending a lot of time on a task doesn't make it important. 2 laws to remember. Pareto's principle. 80% output results from 20% input. 80% results come from 20% inputs. 80% of the result comes from 20% time and efforts. 80% of company profit comes from 20% products and customers. 80% of stock market gains are realized by 20% investors and individual portfolios. Parkinson's Law. Parkinson's Law says that time allotted for the task explains its importance and complexity. It's the magic of an approaching deadline. If you allot 24 hours to complete a task, then the time pressure forces you to complete it, and you have no choice except doing only necessary things. If you allot a week for the same task, you will have time to make a mountain out of a molehill. You can increase productivity by any of these 2 ways. And surprisingly, both are technically opposite from each other. 80-20 rule says that to limit the time of tasks, Limit yourself to important tasks. Parkinson's law says that to reduce the time of a task to do important tasks. The best way is to use these two simultaneously, and the best way to do is to identify some tasks that are necessary and also contribute to your income. Schedule these tasks with a clear deadline, and don't give them much time. Ask yourself this question: if you have a heart attack and you have to work 2 hours a day, then what will you do? What if you have another heart attack and you have to work 2 hours a week? Then what will you do? If you are on a gunpoint and you have to stop 4 to 5 very time-consuming tasks, then which tasks will you stop? Which are top 3 tasks that make you feel productive? Who are those 20% people who make your 80% enjoyment and motivate you? Which 20% people are the reason of your 80% depression and anger? If I am able to do just this the entire day, then will I be satisfied with my day? Are you looking for new things to avoid necessary tasks? Remain ignorant. We all have heard that ignoring is better. Author believes that ignoring can be practical. It's important to learn to ignore all those information or hurdles that aren't important or unactionable. Interruptions. 3 hurdles that often come from start to finish of any task. Time wasters. Time wasters include meetings, phone calls, internet surfing, emails, and discussions. They may be ignorable. You have to avoid these time wasters as much as possible. Email is the most important hurdle of any task. Reduce your emails to send and to read. Remember to keep the notification sound of your emails off. Try to check your emails just 2 times a day, once at 12 o'clock and then at around 4 o'clock. By this time, most of your sent emails would have received a reply. See the calls that you receive. You don't need to answer them all. And also reduce the calls you make. If possible, you should have 2 phone numbers. One is used as your office line, and your one mobile number only for urgent calls. Most of the issues and work-related talks are not urgent. For communicating with your colleagues and clients, follow this order. First send an email, then call them. Finally meet them personally. If someone sends you a voicemail, then reply them by an email. This way people will know the best way to reach you. Meetings should be to find out the solutions of previous problems, not to find the problems. If you can't stop a meeting or a call, then fix the time to start and finish it. Remember to only discuss the decided topics, and don't get distracted. Time consumers. Time consumers are one of other common hurdles. These are repetitive tasks, but are important to do every day. These are small tasks like reading mails, replying to them, talking on a phone, reporting to finance A&S sales team, personal tasks, regular manual updates. Any such task which is repeated almost every day. Whenever a task is stopped mentally, then it can take up to 45 minutes to resume it. Stats show that in your 9-to-5 day, 28% is consumed by these hurdles. The best way to fight these time wasters is to wait until that task is in more quantity, such as unless you have many mails to read and reply to, or too many calls to make. This method is called batching, and it's a better way to avoid hurdles in more important tasks. Empowerment failures. Empowerment failures are 3rd hurdle. In cases where your approval is required to do something, when someone has to come to you to take a permission before taking a next step in their task, or you have to go to someone else this way, the people you work with, if they aren't able to complete the task without your permission or information, then it becomes empowerment failure. Being an employee, you should have all the important information to work and power to take as many decisions as possible. As a businessman, to run everything smoothly, give the necessary information to your employees or contractor and give them a chance to take decisions without asking you. If you find yourself in a situation of micromanagement, then sit with your boss and explain to them that why are you taking more information, and the power to take decisions will benefit you both because you will be more productive. And your boss will also have hurdles. Make rules in your right. Reduce the time to access yourself. Step 3. Automation. Have a personal assistant for yourself at the right time. It means that you can assign some of your tasks to them. This will free up your time to work on other things. And you will also have a chance to give orders, which will help you become a leader. This is the time when you learn to be a boss. It's easy to decide that you need a personal assistant. It won't take time and also has less cost and risk. Even if you think you don't need one, still have one. It will give you a chance to work like this. One question that most people ask themselves, if I can do it better than an assistant, why should I pay him? It's not for money, it's to free up your time. It's for the freedom to be creative and innovative, not to get caught up in mundane daily tasks. You shouldn't do anything that can be eliminated completely. And if tasks can be done yourself, then don't pass them on. It's not about wasting the time of others. Their time is also as important as yours. Where to begin? Hire an assistant, no matter whether you need one or not. Identify such tasks from your to-do list that are pending for a long time, and identify such tasks that you do currently, but can be done by a virtual assistant. Find out when you face a hurdle or are frustrated, can a virtual assistant help there? Identify your top 5 time-consuming non-work tasks and 5 personal tasks that you can assign to your assistant. You have to align your tasks with your assistant's tasks, share calendar schedules, so that both know what is happening. Autopilot. In next step, you need to sell a product, something that can be downloaded or shipped, so that the limitations of per-hour-based model can be removed. First of all, find an affordable market around. It's easy to enter existing market, not creating the demand from scratch. Start with a product. Don't find customers. First find a market, understand who are customers, then make a product for them. Identify what you already know. See from which social, professional, and industry group you are from, or what is your reach. You don't need to learn anything new. Find out which groups in your reach have their magazines or blogs. Brainstorm products. Most important benefit should be encapsulated in one sentence. Its price is from $500 to $2,000 for customers. Make a goal of 8 to 10 times. It means that a product of 1,000 should not be more than 10 to 12.5. It should not take more than 3 to 4 weeks to make it. It should be explained well online. Infrequently asked questions. Option 1, sell a product again. Option 2, license a product. Option 3, make a new product. Informational products are low cost, made faster, and take time for competitors to copy. Testing. To correctly identify the commercial viability, don't ask people whether they will buy. Ask them to buy. 3 steps to micro-test your product. Identify what is competition. It's your job to create better offer than existing offer. You need a simple website, just 1 to 3 pages that can correlate to 1 to 3 hours of work. To make your offer better, things to consider are more credibility indicators, testimonial, a better guarantee, better selection, free, and faster shipping. Test the offer using small Google AdWords advertising campaigns. Identify the losers and remove them. Make the winners and get them ready for sell. When you have a product physically or online, you have to design your business so that it can run by itself. Rather than freelancers, give contract to outsourcing companies who specialize in just one function, so that if someone is sacked from the job, if they leave or don't work, then you can replace them with someone else without interrupting your business. Hire trained people who can give detailed report and can replace each other if necessary. All the outsources want to talk to each other to solve the issue and give them a written permission to take most low-cost decisions by themselves without asking you. Liberation. By following 5 steps of Tim, we can implement full-time remote work. Increase investment. Try to get the company invest in some training for you so that the cost of losing you is more. Increase off-site output. When sick, work from home, and make the day super productive. Make calculated business profits. Prepare your results so that you can show that by working from home, how much benefit have you derived? Propose a revocable, means removable, trail period. Start with 1 day a week. Increase your remote time. Gradually work from home for more days in a week so that in the end, you can do full-time remote work. Quitting. Author says that he had quit 3 jobs and was sacked from most of the rest. Getting fired can surprise you, but it's often the wish of the god. Someone else takes decisions for you, and it's not possible to be in the wrong job the entire life. Quitting or getting fired from a job isn't the end of the world. Quitting the job doesn't mean you won't get another job. It's temporary. You can still pay your bills. The purpose of this process of author is that you should have cash flow before quitting the job. For some time, you may have to stop unnecessary expenses. But if you do this right, your bill will still be paid. Your resume has not been ruined forever. It's just a little different. You may find more interviews because you are different from the crowd. Mini retirement. You have to remove this common myth that to enjoy the retirement, you have to wait till the end of your career. Rather than keeping all the savings for later, you should take mini retirements in life. How to prepare for mini retirements. Think of your assets and cash flow. Find your dream location for mini retirement. Choose a realistic location for mini retirement. Prepare for your trip. Here is the countdown. 3 months out. Remove the unnecessary things. 2 months out. Automate the billing of credit cards. 1 month out. Redirect a mail to a friend. 2 weeks out. Scan and store digital documents, such as credit cards, IDs, and insurance. 1 week out. Decide a work schedule when you are away. Keep other things in storage. 2 days out. Store a car. Add something to store the fuel. Disconnect the battery lead. Top 13 new rich mistakes. Losing sight from the dreams and start working, micromanaging and emailing to spend time. Handling the problems that outsourcers or coworkers can handle. Replying a mail that won't result in a sale or which can be answered by FAQs or autoresponder. Working where you live, sleep, or relax. Now following 80-20 rule in your business and personal life. Striving for endless perfection in personal and business life. Making small problems big to avoid the work. Making simple issues as urgent to justify the work. Treating one product, job, or project as everything. Ignoring social rewards of life. So, friends, you need to be effective and efficient. Spending more time on a task doesn't make it necessary. Avoid interruptions such as time wasters, time consumers, and empowerment failures. Delegation and automation are also very important. Have a virtual assistant, even if not required. First find a market and customers, then make a product for them. Rather than saving everything for the end, keep taking mini retirements. Author has implemented all the pointers presented in his life. If all these things are kept in mind and said actions are taken, then you can also free yourself from hassle of 9 to 5 office and also can become a successful person. Thank you so much for watching this video.
Like, comment, and subscribe.